Anderson here. With me, Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson. Joining us courtside is Allie LaForce. You take a look at the Spurs.
You always want to start a road trip on the right foot, particularly a long one like they've got. For good vibes and momentum purposes, tonight is a huge game for them.
Hart from long range. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board. Okay, RJ, we all know how luck comes into play in the NBA. The Spurs have had great lottery luck.
Yeah, winning the first pick 3 times, drafting David Robinson, Tim Duncan, and Victor Wembanyama. I don't know, but I would be really upset if I was all of those other teams and miss out on those big guys.
Ivy with the ball. Guarded now by Williams. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama. Pass to Williams. Outside for Wembanyama. Outside Harden. Back to Wembanyama. And Joel Embiid pulls it down.
0 for 4 to start things off. Got a bit of a pillow fight brewing here, but they're going to get it going.
Philadelphia shooting their first foul shot of the game. With an MVP trophy under his belt, Joel Embiid has only become more dominant, RJ.
I think that 2023 MVP increased his confidence. It allowed him to feel like he really was the best player in the world. And I think it motivated him to keep pushing himself. And the results speak for themselves because the stats, they back that up.
Now here's Williams. As far as his production, he's averaging about 8 points per game. There's a screen. Shoots from 12. Clowney pulls it in.
I mean, just a tough start. Missing their first 5 shots.
Hart. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And I'll tell you what, that's what being unselfish is all about. Ivy finding the open man.
Pass to Wembanyama. Left side, Harden. And a missed layup.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. So it's Philadelphia now. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Nick Nurse. He said they spent all week watching film on Victor Wembanyama, trying to find flaws that they could take advantage of. No such luck. So their mission tonight is to try to make someone else beat them, which coach admits could be fool's errand.
Appreciate the report, Allie.
Look at the IQ. Such a smart play for a young player. Ivy executed the pick perfectly.
Wembanyama up top. Lets it go from deep. Buries it from 3.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Now Ivy. An important role in this offense, averaging around 12.5 per game. Pass to Clowney. Let's go with a 3. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board. San Antonio trailing here. Here's Harden. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
Fighting for those points, the beard playing tough.
Now Philadelphia with it. Here's Ivy to the inside. Stolen by Wembanyama. And it's Harden penetrating. And Harden with the slam.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Now the Spurs moving it up the floor. On the wing, Vassell. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Williams. And it's good. First made shot in 4 attempts.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Pass to Grimes. Philadelphia with another miss. On offense, here is San Antonio. They're rolling here. 9 unanswered. Williams with it. They set the pick. Shot clock at 6. Outside for Wembanyama. No good on the triple.
Okay, let's just say it. This has been an ugly quarter for him. Not quite a break a mirror ugly, but it's getting there.
Putting that strong frame to use, Ivy pushes through the foul and hits.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw. And that one misses. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Here we go. The Sixers on the break. Finished off the break. Hart's got his second basket.
Oh, that's great basketball. Denying them on one end while grabbing points on the other.
Williams from long range. It's good. Off the assist from Harden.
Well, you got to be able to shoot fast in the league. So it's nice to see Williams doesn't need a lot of setup time.
Up top, Embiid. Clowney tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. It's the Spurs up. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. All right, let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Spurs.
The enthusiasm they've brought to their defense so far is something else. Going after shooters and really hustling to get their hands on shots.
Yeah, and also a great job hustling on turnovers and turning them into points. Defense creating offense so far in this one.
Counted from distance. Richard at the 3-point shot was never introduced. How different do you think the game would be?
The offensive strategy would be very different. The game would be more physical, and it was more physical. And the main priority would be creating high percentage looks.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
When you have an MVP talent in his prime, the focus has to be on winning a title. The Sixers' Joel Embiid said, quote, "The only thing I care about is winning. That takes a lot, and everybody has to contribute. I'm always going to believe in myself. I love the guys that we have. We are going to go and fight every single night."
Great perspective there. Thanks, Allie. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts.
Yeah, this is where Adams looks to score, especially when he has a matchup he likes.
Pass to Embiid. And Embiid gets the double team. And here's Ivy from the arc. Adams grabs the miss. Spurs lead by 4. Right side Johnson. Now Adams. Embiid covers. Back to Johnson. Adams a screen. It's Johnson with a drive. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Pass to Embiid. And Embiid fires it home.
Defense looks helpless against Embiid on that slam. He's just too physical.
To the wing on the left. And now the Sixers on the break.
And you can tell they're in sync right now, expertly turning the steal into fast break points.
And we've got a timeout called by Greg Popovich. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. San Antonio leading. Left side, Harden. To the left wing. Outside, Williams. Back to Wembanyama. Oh, Wembanyama reaches up and throws it down.
And you see how fluid Wembanyama is. 7'5" guys shouldn't be able to move like this.
Whitehead, shot is good. Whitehead's got his first 3 points of the game.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
And then Harden with the jam.
What an athlete Harden is. Gets off the ground so fast to hammer it down.
Pass to Whitehead. Here's Holland. Six on the shot clock. Here's Drummond. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
San Antonio shooting their first free throw this game. And Richard, we talked about Victor Wembanyama, 7'4". Skilled. Did you ever think we'd see a player like him?
Maybe in about 20 years, but we're seeing more and more hybrids. He is just an outlier that we have never seen before. The tallest player in the league and one of the most skilled.
It's tipped. And they'll keep possession. Another shot. And it's good on the layup. And it's a 6-point Spurs lead.
I'm just going to say this. I don't think the average fan understands how strong Harden is. He has no problem finishing through contact with those wide shoulders.
And Drummond with the jam.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes the 2 points, moves on. And the call will be against James Harden. That's his first foul of the game.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
And we've got a timeout called by Greg Popovich. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. 76ers trail by 4. There's a screen. Pass to Drummond. Here's Whitehead. And it's off from three-point range. And Harden's got the ball here for San Antonio. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
And Harden is capable of getting you a triple-double every game. His versatility is incredible.
Harden hits them both.
And here in the second quarter, he's starting to work himself to the free throw line. That's a good move.
Ivy outside. The three. Knocks it down from distance. Ivy's got 5 points now this quarter.
It was a rough start for them scoring the ball, but they look like now they're really finding their rhythm and flow.
Outside Harden. Back to Wembanyama. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
And that'll do it for the first half of play. It's the Spurs up 6. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Screen by Embiid. Pass to Clowney. The three is up. Hits a three-pointer. Clowney's got 6.
I love it. I mean, great ball movement by Ivy.
And here is Williams. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Ivy with the ball. Guarded now by Williams. High arcing shot. Here's Embiid. Embiid just brushing off the contact inside.
A list of guys as strong as Joel Embiid in this league is very short.
And the foul on Josh Hart. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Harden. 14 points for him. And the shot's good. He's got 16.
What a game from Harden, filling it up. James, look, everyone knows this man is just a gifted scorer.
Down low. Here's Embiid. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
A clean start to the half for them, knocking down their first 3 shots.
An MVP in this league, Richard, Joel Embiid. Is there any way to slow this guy down?
The answer? No, B.A. There is no way to slow him down. He's got the unique ability of size, skill, athleticism. You name it, he's got it.
To the paint. It's stolen by Wembanyama. Oh, and a fast break for the Spurs. And the bucket is good. And now a 6-point Spurs lead.
Credit to Vassell for staying active.
Here's Grimes. He's scoreless. And here's Ivy from the arc. Knocks down the long J.
Ooh, coming out hot. 4 out of 4 for the field. Okay.
Wembanyama up top. Back to Harden. Jacks up a 3. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
He's been a steady presence for them. Nice to have that kind of safety net at the offensive end.
On the wing, Ivy. 14 points for him. The rebound by the Spurs.
And that's their first miss after hitting 4 in a row to start the half.
Vassell. Yes, and it's Wembanyama picking up the assist. Vassell's got 5.
And this is something Vassell has really improved. Now you have to guard him closely from deep.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Joel Embiid is setting records with his scoring. He said, when I get stuck into just being a scorer, that's not the best version of me. I like sharing the ball. As you've seen the last couple of years, the teams that have won, they move the ball. Nothing is static. So that's how we should play. Pretty simple, Brian.
Yeah, great understanding, right? Thanks, Allie. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Outside Johnson. Pass to Adams. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Adams got his 3rd basket of the night.
Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
Oh, yeah, I can't agree more. They haven't missed.
Embiid gets the bucket.
The footwork, the patience. Watching Embiid go to work inside is just a treat.
Out to the wing. Adams inside. He has 6. Clowney pulls it in. 76ers trail by 9. Pass to Ivy. Embiid with it. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. That's on Steven Adams.
Yeah, don't make a habit of this. We've seen games where Embiid shoots 20 free throws or more. He is so good at getting himself to the line.
There's a minute 12 left in the third. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
No one does this better than Harden. Makes trouble inside and draws a good foul.
Harden hits them both.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
Drummond with the ball. He's averaging about 6 points per game. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama.
With his length and energy, Wembanyama has the ability to be a game-changing defender.
Williams' shot is good.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Pass to O'Neal. Now Drummond. Back to O'Neal. They set a pick. Here's Holland. Clock at 6. Here's Drummond. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
That's his 2nd.
It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama. These are his first free throws of the game. And he's good on the 2nd. 26 seconds left in the third. Pass to Wembanyama. Outside for Harden. There's 14 seconds left in the third quarter. Off target at the rim.
He's such a good free throw shooter. You don't want to foul him unless it's absolutely necessary.
Philadelphia shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts of the game. No good on the free throw. And the second free throw is good. Wembanyama screen. He gets it up. Gets it off. 12 through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. Spurs out in front. They lead by 11.
52.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Spurs lead by 11. Here's Harden. And then Harden with the jam.
Okay, I see the explosion. Look, Harden never ceases to amaze me.
And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here.
Get loud and let them hear it. Make some noise, fans. The loudest fans gets the free t-shirt.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Timeout.
I was able to listen in on what Nick Nurse had to say to the team. They took a laid-back approach to the huddle, telling the team, everyone thinks this game is over, so just go out there and let it rip. Let's see what we can do. And I think the players love that message.
And Allie, thanks. San Antonio on D. This is the most they've led, 13 points.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight. Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Ivy with the ball. Guarded now by Williams. Oh, Embiid knocking it down from downtown.
In full-on catch-up mode. They're raining threes right now.
Pass to Wembanyama. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
Well, Victor doesn't have too far to go. I mean, he just pops up to the rim, makes it look so easy.
Here's Ivy. Into the lane.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. And Harden with the slam.
And you can see Harden is feeling it, which is why he's being so aggressive on offense.
Out left to the wing. Outside Hart. About a minute and a half into the fourth now. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
That's his third.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
At the line,
And they've been playing with much greater physicality this half. Getting themselves to the free throw line is a bust.
Spurs lead by 13. Wembanyama up top. Outside Harden. Yes, it's good. Harden's got 13 in the second half.
Whenever it's Harden running pick and rolls, you have to stop the ball first, ladies and gentlemen, or he will get you.
Hart from long range. Good. And the assist to Embiid.
That was just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
The shot by Wembanyama, no good. And so it's Hart with it. He brings it up for the 76ers. Embiid from outside. San Antonio with a rebound. Right side Harden. And then Harden with the jam.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
Here's Embiid. Good D by Wembanyama.
Aggressive mindset, but the defender just as determined to send him away empty-handed.
Back to Harden. Lets the three fly. Hart pulls it in.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Here's the three. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. San Antonio leading by 14. From outside the arc. And that basket makes him 5 for 10. Steady production so far.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama. Well, Richard, it might be a long time before we see a player with the combination of Wembanyama's size and skill.
He changes every opponent's game plan, offensively and defensively. You've seen nothing like it, and we probably won't for a long time.
They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Spurs.
They had to fight for this one. With the game hanging in the balance a couple of times, they've made winning plays, Grant.
It's all about having a strong mentality. What's interesting is that any time momentum turned against them, instead of folding, they responded with their own attack.
And reaching a nice milestone, an even 20 wins on the year.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what will be only 2 meetings between these teams.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for James Harden.
And he was getting buckets all night long, giving the defense that work.
There's 37 seconds left in the fourth. Nice shot by Harden.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game, saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
And the foul on Josh Hart. That's his 3rd foul so far.
It's just a bad foul. Got to be smarter than this.
24 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. This one for 3. Harden can't hit. So it's Philadelphia now. Here's the pick. Pass to Ivy. To the right side. Embiid from outside. Philadelphia with another miss. And so it's San Antonio easily grabbing this one. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked.